How's it going, guys? I hope you guys had a great week. So it is that time of the month again, guys. It is time to talk about some of the biggest game releases coming out in June 2022. There are some pretty interesting looking games coming out this month, definitely worth mentioning. So let's kick off. Number one is Silt. This is an underwater puzzle adventure horror game from Spiral Circus. The player basically controls a deep sea diver who can possess marine life to solve puzzles and challenges. Of course, everything in this world is trying to kill you, and you have to work out a way to safely maneuver through levels. This is actually the debut game from Spiral Circus, and it looks really cool. It basically looks like a cross between Limbo and Subnautica, and I'm really interested. For those who are interested, it came out actually on the 1st of June and is available on the PC and Nintendo Switch. The second game coming out this month is Mario Strikers Battle League. This is an upcoming action football game with, of course, a Mario twist from Next Level Games. It's actually the third game in the Mario Strikers series. I hadn't heard anything about this series until very recently. The last installment came out in 2007 on the Wii. So for fans of this series, it's been a pretty long wait, but it looks like a lot of fun. It basically places players in 5v5 football matches, and players can use items similar to Mario Kart to gain an advantage, including things like banana peels, shells, and so on. Players will collect glowing orbs on the field, and they can use these to perform a hyper strike, which, if they do successfully, will score a 2-point goal. Upon release, there will actually be 10 playable characters. There are plenty of customization options as well. It does offer online and local multiplayer with up to 8 other players, and the game will also include a club mode, which is also available, where groups of up to 20 players can create their own game season with leaderboards tracking scores. I like football. I love Mario themed sports games. I always found those a lot more fun. So yeah, it looks like a lot of fun, and it looks like it could be a good game to play with your friends. For those interested, it is coming out on the 10th of June. The third game coming out this month is the Quarry. This is an upcoming interactive drama horror game developed by Supermassive Games and acts as the spiritual successor to Until Dawn. Within the game, players assume control of 9 different teenager camp counselors who must survive a night at the Hackett's Quarry, which is being haunted by, of course, blood-drenched cursed locals and werewolves. Interesting. It is an 80s inspired horror game, and it offers a star-studded cast, including Deputy Dewey himself, David Arquette, as well as some other well-known faces. Just like with Until Dawn and the Dark Pictures anthology games, players must make different choices that can change a character's development and the story's plot. All 9 characters can die throughout the course of the story, with each character apparently having 10 to 12 different ways of dying. According to the developers, there are 186 possible endings, which is mind-boggling, and the game will last roughly about 10 hours. For those interested, it is set for release on the 10th of June. The fourth game coming out this month is Overlord Escape from Nazareth. This is a 2D action-adventure game from Engines Inc., set in an epic dark fantasy world. Players play as Clementine, who must escape from the Great Tomb of Nazareth while trying to recover her lost memories. At the start of the game, Clementine will be unarmed and, thanks to her amnesia, unable to exercise the full extent of her abilities. Players will need to explore every inch of the Great Tomb in order to regain her arsenal of weapons and powers and use them to make her escape. For those interested, this game is set for release on the 16th of June. The fifth game coming out this month is Sonic Origins. This is an all-new multi-game collection reintroducing fan-favorite 2D Sonic titles, including Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and Sonic CD. beautifully digitally remastered for current generation platforms with some added features, new content and modes introduced. Players will get to explore the classic Sonic titles in high resolution with all new opening and ending animations for each title. They can complete various missions to unlock new content, challenges and special stages through the museum. Players can choose to play in either classic or anniversary mode. Classic, of course, offering the original resolution of the original Sega classics, and anniversary mode offering full screen mode, improved animations and improved visuals. This looks interesting. I'm a big fan of the Sonic original games. I love the original Sonic 2D games. I grew up on them, especially playing them on the Sega Mega Drive. I am interested, but what I will say is, you know, good luck trying to work out which version of the game to buy or the pre-order bonuses that are included, because the guide from Sega was pretty shocking, including charging extra for certain content, including a hard mode, which is kind of frankly disgusting. But if you are a Sonic Origins fan, then you know, you might want to check it out, and it is coming out on the 23rd of June. The sixth game coming out this month is Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. This is an upcoming hack and slash action RPG developed by Omega Force, and it is the second collaboration between Koei Tecmo's Warriors franchise and Intelligent Systems' Fire Emblem series. The gameplay, of course, is similar to the Dynasty Warriors series, allowing players to control characters from the Fire Emblem Three Houses series, including Edelgard, Dimitri, Claude, and a new character called Shez, who can be played as either male or female. It is not a direct sequel to the Three Houses game on the Nintendo Switch, for those that were hoping for that, but the game will take place on the continent of Fodlan and will feature a new story based on the war depicted in Fire Emblem Three Houses. It diverges from the storyline of its predecessor game in that Byleth, the playable character of the original, is actually the antagonist of Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Players will once again choose a schoolhouse to follow, which will result in the main story branching into 3 unique storylines. It's always that part of Fire Emblem that I really enjoy. I was a big fan of the Fire Emblem Three Houses game on the Nintendo Switch. It was one of the best games I played that year that it came out, and I'm very much looking forward to checking it out and seeing how they bring that to the Warriors series. And I'm really interested to see what they do with the characters and the story. I'm kind of interested to see where it's going to go. For those that are interested, it is set for release on the 24th of June. The 7th game coming out this month is Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. This is an expansion to the original Monster Hunter Rise. As the hunter who saved Kamura from calamity, you must actually now journey to the far-off reaches of Elgato, an outpost near a kingdom beset by a sinister new nemesis, the Elder Dragon Malzeno. It features improved gameplay and nimble-feeling additions to combat mechanics, including some new Siltbind moves and attacks for each of the 14 weapons, and a new ability called the Switch Skill Swap, which lets you create 2 customizable switch skill sets and freely change between these in combat, which will be really nice addition. The new expansion will also offer unique new monsters and hunting locales. 4 new monsters have been confirmed, as well as some new variations on existing monsters, with more of course to be added in future updates. A new difficulty level in the form of Master Rank quests will be available, and new follower collab quests have been introduced for single player, where players will get to hunt with various characters that appear in the story. I'm a big fan of Monster Hunter Rise. I played through the game, really looking forward to Sunbreak. I absolutely loved Monster Hunter World Iceborne. I thought it was a fantastic addition, huge expansion. It was virtually like an entire game in itself, and I pretty much can guarantee that Sunbreak is probably going to be something similar in size, scope and scale. It looks incredible, and I'm sure they're going to expand and improve that world even further, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what it has to offer. For those interested, it is set for release on the 30th of June, and happily it will be coming out on Nintendo Switch and PC at the same time, which is great. And finally, the 8th game coming out this month is Cuphead: The Delicious Last Course. This is an upcoming DLC expansion from Studio MDHR, Brothers Cuphead and Mugman are back, but this time they are actually joined by the clever and adventurous Miss Chalice, who will be returning as a new playable character with a modified moveset and new abilities. Once acquired, Miss Chalice is fully playable through the DLC and also in the original Cuphead adventure as well, and there will be a new location called Inkwell Isle, which will pit players against new bosses, levels, and a new friendly character called Chef Salt Baker. Cuphead, when we played it when that came out, was like seriously hardcore co-op, but it is a really fun co-op and it's a really fun game to play with friends or family, so I do recommend it, and it will be interesting to see how this DLC adds to it. And the idea of getting a third playable character is really cool, so I'm looking forward to that. And Cuphead the Delicious Last Course will be coming out on the 30th of June. So there you have it, guys. Those are 8 games coming out this month that look interesting. Let me know which of these titles you're interested in picking up. If there are any games I haven't mentioned that you think deserve to be mentioned this month, then please do share those in the comment section below. Hope you guys found this video useful, interesting and informative. If you did, please show your support by liking, commenting and subscribing. And of course, you know, I'll be back again next month in July to cover some of the biggest games coming out in July. Summer months are getting a little bit lighter, but there are a couple of interesting titles that I am looking forward to, and I'm looking forward to sharing those with you guys. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care everybody, and as always, happy gaming. Bye guys.